Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Yeah.
What's up everybody, my name is Ale and welcome to My World of Finance. Today we're going to be talking about how to invest in stocks. Now this is a very introductory video, so I'm going to explain to you exactly everything that you need to know and everything that you need to do to be able to buy and sell stocks. Now step number one, or tip number one, would be to subscribe to this channel because I do educational videos on stock market investing all the time. And if you could please do me the favor of hitting the like button on this video and sharing it with anyone who is looking to invest in stocks, I would really appreciate it. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now let's begin by explaining what a stock market is. Now, a stock market is essentially an equity market, and equity means ownership. So what you're doing in a stock market is you're buying and selling ownership of companies in the form of stock. And so that's why we call it a stock market. And so a stock market allows little people like you and me to become part owners of giant companies and corporations like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, things like that. And so the term stock market can actually be used very broadly, or it can be used to describe a stock exchange, like the New York Stock Exchange located in New York City. But you don't actually have to go there in order to buy and sell stocks. You can just sign up for a brokerage account and that will give you access to stocks. And I'll explain brokerage accounts in just a second. Now, stocks are known as ownership certificates and they give you a certain amount of shares of a company. Now, the two terms stocks and shares can be used interchangeably, but the way that you would usually use them would go something like this. You would say, hey Ale, I heard that Disney stock is priced at $100 per share. How much do you own? And then I would reply saying something like, hey Billy, I own 10 shares of Disney stock, which is worth $1,000, right? Because 10 shares of Disney stock priced at $100 a share, 10 times 100 would equal 1,000. So I would own $1,000 worth of stock, or 10 shares priced at $100 per share. Now, when you own stock in a company, you are essentially part owner of that company, and stock can go either up or it can go down. And it depends on whether a lot of people want to buy the stock or they want to sell the stock. So it kind of depends on the demand, because if you own one share of Disney stock and a lot of people want to buy that one share of Disney stock that you own, you're probably not going to sell it to them at a cheap price. You're going to demand a higher price because you know that everybody wants it and you know that there's a high demand for that share of stock. Now, say you buy one share of Disney stock priced at $100, and then say a week later that stock price goes up to $150 per share. And then say you sell it at that point at 150, so it goes up by 50%, and you sell it at 150, then congratulations, you just made $50 profit on your investment. But the opposite could happen. You could buy the stock at $100 and then it could go down 50%, and it could go down to $50, and if you sell it there, then you would have lost $50 on your investment. Alternatively, you would probably want to wait for that stock to come back up before you sell it so that you don't actually lose money. But that also depends on the company and whether or not they can improve their performance to get their stock price back up. Okay, so now we have a very basic understanding of what stocks are and how they work, but how do you actually buy and sell them? Well, you're gonna have to sign up for a brokerage account, and brokerage accounts are essentially financial accounts that are maintained by brokerage firms. An example of brokerage firms would be things like E-Trade, Fidelity, Charles Schwab. You've probably heard of those, but my personal favorite, and especially for beginners, is one called Robinhood, and I'll explain why in just a second. Now, brokerage accounts give you everything you need to buy and sell stocks, and they have other functionality as well. But in order to use them, you're going to have to link them to a checking account or a savings account. And so once you link your bank account to your brokerage account, then you're able to use money from your bank account to buy stocks, and then from there you can sell and do other things as well. Now, brokerage accounts are usually free to sign up for, but they usually do charge a commission fee. And so the way that commission fees work is that every time you buy or sell stock, you usually get charged a commission fee. And fees on average, I'd probably say that they range from around $5 to $7 per order. And the key there is per order. It is not per share. So let me give you an example. If you buy 100 shares of Disney stock, then you will be charged, let's say a $5 commission fee for that order of 100 shares. You're not going to get charged $5 per share. You're going to get charged $5 for that entire order of 100 shares of Disney stock that you are purchasing. But if you think paying commission fees is for suckers, then you'll probably like Robinhood. Now, as of right now, I'm not paid by Robinhood. I'm not sponsored by them. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. But my own personal opinion is that they are the best option for beginners. And there's a couple reasons why. They don't have any commission fees, so you can buy and sell stock as much as you want and you do not have to pay any commission fees. They're also very easy to use. You can just download the Robinhood application to your smartphone, link it to a bank account, and then you can go ahead and start buying and selling stocks in a very easy to use way, on a very easy to understand, very easy to use platform. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll make more advanced videos in the future. Make sure you subscribe because I always talk about the stock market. I always make videos on stocks that I'm investing in and things like that. So make sure you subscribe for all that kind of content. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you all have a wonderful, beautiful day and you take care.